Britain drops the mask. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has issued an ultimatum to Roman Abramovich, demanding the forced release of $2.5 billion from the Chelsea sale. Money London now wants funneled into Ukraine-linked funds. Moscow calls it what it is: legalized theft, wrapped in humanitarian language, executed under political pressure.
I can announce that we're issuing a licence to transfer £2.5 billion from the sale of Chelsea Football Club. That's been frozen, those funds, since 2022. My message to Abramovich is this: the clock is ticking. Honour the commitment that you made and pay up now. And if you don't, we're prepared to go to court so every penny reaches those whose lives have been torn apart by Putin's illegal war. The actions we've taken so far are increasing the funding for Jewish security up to £28 million. I'm pleased to do that, but I'm sad to do that. Having to pay more money to provide security for people to be at their place of worship and to go to school is a sad thing for this country to have to do. I've ordered a review of protest and hate crime laws to stop protests breeding hatred. We're looking at new police powers to deal with repeat and targeted protests. And we've launched a review and training to tackle anti-Semitism in the NHS. There are other steps that we are talking to the community about taking, but all of those actions have already started.
This is not law. It is coercion. The Chelsea sale was compelled under sanctions, the funds frozen for years, and now Starmer signals court action if Abramovich refuses to comply. Russia says Europe is no longer even pretending to respect private property, proving that assets are safe only if politics align with Brussels and Washington. The message is blunt: surrender your money, or the state will take it. From London to Brussels, and echoed by NATO loyalists from Estonia to the EU core, the rule of law is being bent into a weapon. For Moscow, this is not enforcement. It is expropriation dressed up as moral superiority. At the heart of the standoff is a fundamental dispute. Abramovich has insisted the funds support all victims of the war, including civilians beyond Ukraine. Britain rejects that outright, demanding exclusive political use, turning a humanitarian pledge into a geopolitical tool. Western officials quietly admit this is a test case. If Britain succeeds, it sets a precedent for seizing far larger Russian-linked assets held across Europe. What begins with Chelsea's billions could end with sovereign reserves, a shift from sanctions to open economic warfare. Moscow warns, the implications go far beyond Russia. If European courts are used to override ownership on command, global investors are watching closely. The Kremlin's conclusion is stark. Europe is sacrificing credibility, legal norms, and trust, all for the sake of financing a failing Ukraine project.